Hi there, and welcome to today's This is Church. Now, we are, as we always are, excited to be with you. You know, there is some minor things that most people are not aware of, especially religious people, because they try to mystify everything. Nobody really knows. They try to be very, very serious and to be on the line every time. It's boring. So, in the Bible, Jesus was here not so we will worship him. He didn't come here for us to worship him. And I know what I'm saying now might be giving you goosebumps and making you uncomfortable. Then thank you. That's what I'm intending to do. Look, Jesus didn't come here for us to worship him. He did not. I remember there is a day where I was meditating, and as I was meditating, he said this to me. He said, "Look, I didn't come here so that I might be worshipped." And I was like, but we do. But he said, "That's not why I came though." And then when he said that to me, this scripture just pop up from my mind. There was a time where he was coming from preaching with his disciples. And then on their feet, they had dust. So someone had to wash their feet. Either one of the 12 or 13, including himself. But the 12 disciples, all of his disciples were just looking around. Everyone was looking to see who was going to do it. But then Jesus stood up and did that. As he washed their feet, he told them something. He said, "I did not come here to be served, but I came here to serve." So I understood. His intentions were not to be worshipped. His intentions were to serve, actually to worship. There is a scripture also in the Bible where Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And I know there are very, very few people who do not know that scripture. I'm sure you do though. He said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by me. No one comes to the Father except by me." Now, of course, we always refer that to Jesus. Like you've heard me saying it right now. Jesus said. But the question is, which we've been asking, is what are you saying? What are you saying? Do you realize that the reason why Jesus came was to show you how you should be living, or the standard of your life? That is your standard. The standard of Jesus is the standard of your life. But he also mentioned something to me as I was meditating. He said, "Smongseni, you are going to be greater than me." Of course, that blew my mind, and I started to have a problem with that. I thought maybe it's not Jesus saying that. I thought maybe it was someone else, But he said, "You are expected to be greater than me." My mind said, "But you are Jesus. You are the one who should be greater." I want you to realize something. When Jesus was talking about his departure back to heaven, he said, "The works that I do, you shall do, but even greater than those." If then you are doing greater things, that makes you a greater person. You cannot give what you don't have, and what you have is only self. So do greater, then you have to be greater. So it's not about Jesus living his life just because he's Jesus living his life, showing us that he is the one, he is the man. No, he was living that life, living in that standard, because that is our standard. That is humankind's standard. The life of Jesus is not a separate life from humankind. He was here to show us our standard. So when Jesus said, "I am the way," and I have used him as the way to realize, you see, When I was introduced to self, I realized I used Jesus as the way. But then now I'm here. I no longer need the way. Now people, as you are listening, now I am the way. Because as you are being taught and listening to this, you realize more. Now I am the way for you to realize more. I am the way. You know, as you listen to these words, as you discover more of these words. But remember, it's not about the words. These words, they lead to one thing. They lead to the word, and you are the word. So as I give you these words are the way. But these words, they came from the word which I am. Now these words, they are the way for you to discover self. For you to discover that you are self. When you discover more of self, then others will realize through you, so now you are the way. So at first, for me, it was Jesus. Jesus, the way. The way to realize self, to be conscious, to be Christ conscious, to be Christ aware. But when that happened, then I moved beyond. I became now the way. But not just the way for you to realize self, but also the way for me to realize and discover more of myself. When I do these meditations or when I pray, I'm not discovering God, I'm discovering self. But through which way? Is it the way that Jesus is? No, it's the way of self. It's the way that I am. I am the way. I am the way. Remember, everything that you'll ever need in your life is wrapped in you. It's already there. There is nothing outside you. Everything is in you. The events that occur in your life, they are attracted by you. Everything that happens, it's all about you. There is a meeting on our meeting where we said everything that is here, everything that is created for you. But it's not just out there. Also, it's in here, within you. Remember, when Eve was about to be created, she was taken out of Adam. But she wasn't just taken out from Adam, it's because Adam needed Eve. And then Eve was taken out of him. So all that you need is here. So as I meditate, I am using this way. Which way? It's not someone else. It's not Jesus who is out there or somewhere in heaven. It's not some leader. It's not some materialistic thing. It's not about that. I'm using the way. Because as I meditate, as I pray, there is no one here. The only thing that is here, it's me. I'm using this way. The way of self, to discover more about self. Remember, there is nothing except you. All that you see, you are seeing it because you are here. Without you, there is nothing. There is nothing without and beside you. All that is here is just you. Do you realize that you are not aware of everything, but that which you are aware of it because you are you. There are things you do not take notice of. There are things that just go past your mind because you really don't care about those things. The ones that you really care about, you do take note of. It's not because those things are there and the others are not there. They are all there, but the only thing that is different, it's you. You matter. You are here. So those which passes, they pass because you do not really care about those. In your life, all that matters is you. Remember, it's not about the discovery of God, it's about the discovery of self. So you are the way. You are the way to discover more about yourself, more of you, more of you, more of me. So when Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. No one comes to the Father except by me. So he's actually pointing to the truth that no one comes to God but by this way. And we said you are God. It's about the discovery of self. So as you use this way, which you are the way to discover God, and you are God, you are all that is here. So Jesus' remarks or Jesus' pointings were not about just himself, were not about himself. It was about you. It's about mankind. It's about me. I am the way. I am the truth. I am the truth. There are things that I've read in the Bible, let's say maybe 2 years ago or 5 years ago, that now I see as unnecessary, or I see as I don't take notice of. There are things that I thought they were really important that time from the Bible, but now I really think I don't really take note of, because I discovered more of myself. I became more aware of self. So which truth is it? Is the truth what is written down? No, I am the truth. The words never changed from the Bible, but I evolved. I evolved. Now, whenever I read the same things that I read and I took notes of and I thought they were really, really true, now I think the way that I thought that time is not true. So it's not about the discovery of words or the correctness of those words, but it's about the discovery of truth, which I am the truth. I remember there was a time where whenever I read a holy book or read some kind of book, the way I would read that same book, the way I would read a Bible now, it's very different from the way I would read a Bible 5 years ago. Although the words never changed from the Bible, the written words never changed, but I evolved. So it's not the truth of the Bible. It's the truth that I am. It's evolved. You realize how many people say different things from the same words from the Bible? Do the words change? No. It's because people, as we said before, I am the word, you are the word, but you are a different word, and I am a different word. So when people read, they get different truth because they are different. They are the truth. It's not about the words, it's about themselves. People say different things, not because the words say different things, no, but because the words are read by different people, and people are truths. I am the truth. I am the way, I am the truth. I am the way, I am the truth. You know, throughout the day, there are a lot of people speaking. You know, on my way, maybe from work or to work or wherever I am, people are speaking. People are speaking. But as people speak or having a conversation with a friend or with anyone, there are a lot of words that do not matter. And there are a lot of words that just pass me by. But there are words also that get my attention. Even if someone is speaking to me or speaking to somebody else, there are words that get my attention and there are words that do not get my attention. Simply because those words which do not get my attention, they are not me. They are not me. But that do get my attention, it's because those words are me. I'm finding something from those words. Remember, you are the word. So some people, they may read words from the Bible, but get different things. So some things that just pass me by, to somebody else, they get that person's attention because that person is a different kind of truth. He's a different God. He's a different word. It all leads to self. It all leads back to self. I am the way. I am the truth. So it's all about you. It's all about you. Stop looking. Stop being in search of a God who is out there. The only thing that is true, it's you. You are truth. Because a God who is out there is tainted. And also, the God who is out there is It's through an experience of somebody else. Someone will tell you, God is like this, God is like this, God is like this. And then you want to live your life through that God? No, God is not like this and this and this. You see, somebody else will come with his own experience and tell you about God. Someone else will come about and they try to feed you these gods that they have, because they themselves do not realize that they are talking about themselves. They are not talking about God is in heaven. They are talking about themselves. Hence you find that God is very different. He's many things. So somebody else is something else. So somebody else is something else. So somebody else is something else. Not because he's something different. He is different to different people because they are the gods they are talking about. I am God. I am God. I am the way. I am the truth. No one can discover self but through self. Meditating, praying, it all leads to self. That's the best part about prayer and meditating. It's not pointing you to someone who is out there. It all leads you to yourself. It's all about you. It's always have been about you. There is something that was mentioned by Paul. He said, everything works together for good. Everything works together for your good. Everything. Whatever event that occurs, whatever happens, it all works together for your good. Not for someone else's good, for your good. So it's all about you. I am the way. I am the truth. No one will discover self but through the awareness of self. Stop talking about Jesus as someone who is out there in heaven to be worshipped and to follow footsteps of, or to be like. Don't try to be like Jesus, because Jesus is just someone else's experience. Jesus is someone else's experience. Somebody taught you about Jesus, and then now you are trying to imitate someone else's experience of Jesus. No. Live according to this Jesus. I am Christ. I am Christ. I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life. Spend time with yourself. Meditate. Pray. But do not pray to someone who's out there. Pray within. Pray within self. Pray to self. Pray to yourself. All that is here is you. Thank you for being with us. And this is church.
Thank you for watching. To view the complete videos, go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Renewed Society. And to interact more with us, visit our Facebook page at Renewed Society. This is Church.